The top-seeded New Orleans Pelicans are real NBA Finals contenders. Despite some fair skepticism from the outside, the top-seeded New Orleans Pelicans are legitimate NBA Finals prospects. When the New Orleans Pelicans acquired C.J. McCollum from the Portland Trail Blazers at the NBA trade deadline last year, I wasn't sure what the organization was trying to accomplish. However, the Pelicans' foreshadowing of a transfer has paid dividends so far this season. The Pelicans have regularly been the best team in the Western Conference over the first, say, third of the season. With an 18-8 record, they are the top seed in the West. The Pelicans, in particular, have fully rounded into form over the last few weeks. They read 12-2 in their last 14 games and have an even better net rating during that stretch, tops in the league, than the world beaters that the Boston Celtics have been so far this season. Overall this season, the Pelicans have a top 5 offense, defense, and net rating. Even in games when they haven't had their full assortment of players available, the Pelicans, more often than not, are still finding ways to win. That is perhaps the team's most impressive characteristic through their early season success. The New Orleans Pelicans have the right mix to wreak havoc in the Western Conference. It may be odd to hear or see that the Pelicans are sitting on top of the West standings right now. But these are not the Pelicans of old. This Pelicans roster is dangerous, young, and extremely talented. And it all starts with one of the most overlooked stars in the league, Brandon Ingram. He hasn't been his best this season, but Ingram is still averaging 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists on 47% shooting from the field overall and 47% from three-point range. Oh, and he has been the team's second-best player so far this season. Zion Williamson, who has been pretty healthy so far this season, has been at the forefront of the Pelicans' ascension in the West. He is averaging 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists per game on 61% shooting from the field. Here's the key stat: he has played in 21 of the team's 26 games so far this season. The aforementioned McCollum has been the backcourt leader that the team has needed. In his first full season with the Pelicans, he is averaging 18 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds on 41% shooting from the field. New Orleans may not have the biggest names in their big three, but together, they average 66 points, 17 rebounds, and 15 assists per game. You can put those numbers against some of the other bigger names in the league and they hold up. The Pelicans may still have some big issues in their supporting cast, but they have a top 10 bench scoring unit and a group that is still improving overall. The fact that 6 of the top 9 contributors for the Pelicans are all under the age of 25 makes this team that much more dangerous and intriguing. The one big qualifier for this team revolves around health. If they can remain healthy, the Pelicans have the look of a team that is going to pose some big problems for the rest of the contenders in the West. It remains to be seen whether the Pelicans have the experience and depth to not only remain as a playoffs, or even navigate a deep run once they get there, but one thing has been clear throughout their impressive early success. And it is that the Pelicans are talented enough to compete with the top-level competition in the league when healthy. They re for real, and they seem to be a problem.
A great call by Mike Green.